Weibre had spent his entire life as the embodiment of misfortune. His gambling losses were legendary. Dice, camel races, no matter the game, he always found himself on the losing end. When he bet against the now flooding alley, the waters rose as if mocking him. His debts stretched so far across the city that even beggars refused his alms, believing his misfortune was contagious. His mother had long given up on scolding him, convinced that even if he could see the future, he would still make the wrong bet. With his endless streak of disaster, Weibre believed his fate was sealed. He was meant to be unlucky. He was used to being unlucky, just like the men before him in the family. He was an unlucky gambler too, just like them. The true weight of his misfortune had been cast generations before him. 50 years ago, a group of thieves had stolen the Ujat eyes from the temple of Horus. Enraged, the priest placed the curse upon the thief's bloodline, ensuring that none of their descendants would ever succeed at anything. The relic vanished into the gambling underworld, passed from one desperate hand to another, while the cursed lineage suffered relentless loss. Weibre had inherited that curse without realizing it. His great-great-grand-uncle had been the one to gamble the Ujat away, condemning every generation that followed. His father lost his land. His grandfather was forced into servitude, scrubbing pyramids to settle his debts. Now, after years of being passed around, the Ujat eyes had resurfaced. They were being used as a gambling token in the Red Jackal, the most notorious gambling den in the city. The patrons inside were ruthless. Mercenaries, thieves, and worst of all, the temple guards of Horus, who should have been protecting the relic instead of betting with it. Weibre decided to play for the eyes. He knew he wouldn't win. However, is it not meant to be a failure? And also, he loved gambling dens, like his father, his father's father, and his father's father's father. The shock was so great that no one reacted at first. Then, chaos exploded around him. Voices rose in anger. Cups crashed against tables. Accusations of cheating flew. Though no one in their right mind would have suspected Weibre of all people to be capable of fraud. Still trembling, he reached out as the relic was placed before him. He had done it. He had won. The curse that had plagued his ancestors had been broken. Then, in his excitement, he fumbled. The relic slipped from his fingers. He lunged to catch it, but instead of grabbing hold, it slammed directly into his forehead. A golden light exploded outward, covering the room. A sudden force seized Waibre's body, his limbs stiffening as an overwhelming energy ripped through him. Then the visions began.